Hello everybody, welcome to Mr. Cho's Chinese class. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the cultural presentation part for the AP Chinese exam. I'm going to use the student sample responses on the College Board website, and I'm going to give some comments on those responses and maybe some suggestions how to do a better job based on whatever material that you have. So for the cultural presentation part, they're going to give you a category of topics, and then they're going to suggest several specific topics that you can talk about. You may choose one of those topics, but you don't have to. You can talk about other things. So for the 2019 cultural presentation topic, it was choose one traditional Chinese holiday, Lantern Festival, Dragon Boat Festival, Moon Festival, etc. Note that I think the Spring Festival was intentionally not included in this list. I think it will make it probably too easy for most people, but I think it would also be counted as a traditional Chinese holiday. And if your cultural presentation is on Spring Festival, I don't think they should be able to penalize you on that. However, you want to make sure that you're talking about a traditional Chinese holiday, not a contemporary Chinese holiday like the 双十一, not an American traditional holiday like 感恩节, right? Has to be traditional Chinese holiday. So let's take a look at some of the sample responses. I'm going to skip the sample response for the 6.1. I think you can listen to it on your own and try to learn from that. I'm gonna focus mostly on the sample response that you got 4 point. I'm gonna play it first, so let's take a listen.
Cultural Presentation Sample B.
端午节是一个很有名的台湾节。这个节是每年5月、6月份才庆祝的。这个节是很久以前开始的，有一个人跳进河里面，因为皇上一直不听他的，只是这个人是所以城市的
Alright, so I'm gonna stop here a little bit. I think that student started okay, but really had a problem trying to get to the main part of her presentation. It's about 1 minute in, and the body part hasn't really started. Okay, so definitely need a little bit more planning and time management. So let's continue.
人不想要它被鱼吃掉，所以在这个节他们都会做粽子，还有把粽子丢在河里面，所以鱼会吃粽子，不会吃它。在这个节，我们也会骑船，还有我们会骑船是因为我们也不想那个鱼吃它，所以端午节这个节是吃粽子的跟划船的。
Alright, so at the very end of the culture presentation, I think I hear something positive, which is that student was able to formulate 2 main ideas, but it was a little bit too late. So let's try to use those 2 ideas and play with that. I'm going to pull up our cheat sheet for the culture presentation, and see what can we do again with kind of like simple language. How far can we go with the cultural presentation? All right, so I have created this cultural presentation outline based on the cheat sheet that I provided you guys, and also most of the content came from the original presentation. I try to limit the vocabulary to as simple as possible. I had to add some new words because I think they are pretty essential, which I highlighted in yellow. But I haven't practiced this, so we'll just give it a try and see how it goes. It will be as close to your actual presentation as possible, I think. All right, so let's start. 中国有很多非常重要的节日，端午节就是其中一个重要的传统节日。它是在每年5、6月份的时候庆祝的。端午节有着悠久的历史，在端午节的背后还有一个历史的故事。你知道这个故事的主人公是谁吗？他就是屈原。屈原是古代一个非常爱他国家的人，他给他的皇上很多建议，可是皇上都不听他的。最后，他的国家被别的国家打败了，屈原非常伤心，他就跳进了河里面。老百姓很喜欢屈原，他们不想让屈原被鱼吃掉，所以就做了粽子丢进河里。这就是端午节吃粽子的由来。说到吃粽子，我们中文课上也曾经和同学们一起做过粽子，我觉得非常好玩。同学们除了做肉馅的粽子以外，还试着做了很多别的不同馅的粽子。我记得有一个同学他用了珍珠奶茶的珍珠做了一个粽子。我觉得粽子又好吃，而且做粽子也非常好玩。明年我还想再做一次。除了端午节，除了做粽子以外，还有划龙舟的习俗。划龙舟也非常有意思。如果有很多人一起划，还要打鼓，非常的热闹。我喜欢做很多团队运动，所以我希望有机会可以在端午节体验一下划龙舟的比赛。现在的生活越来越快，但是我们不能忘记传统节日。端午节吃粽子、划龙舟，又好吃又好玩，这样的传统节日我们一定要努力的保存下去。Okay, so that was 2 minutes. I finished a little bit early, but I think for the most part I stayed on time. And this is an example. I'm gonna also post a link to this outline here. There's a couple of things that I did. Introducing in the beginning, introducing a bigger topic, and then go to your specific topic. 有很多节日 and then 其中最重要的一个节日是端午节。And I try to use a question in the beginning as well, just as different techniques to add a little bit of variety. And then I told the story. Okay, there are a couple of key steps in telling the story. I try to tell the story as basically as I can, and not using a lot of advanced vocabulary. But I think you can deliver a basic story like that without adding a ton of details. And then the next part that I have is talking about 吃粽子, more specifically incorporating personal experience. And then the third part I had is 划龙舟. All right, so and I used 如果有机会的话，希望可以体验一下 which is a sentence I think is very useful. In the conclusion section, I was also watching the time, so I felt like it's about time to wrap it up. I think I tried to skip a little bit, did the third subtopic relatively faster. And then in the end, I try to use 又 to combine 吃粽子 and 划龙舟, emphasize the value of the traditional holidays, and ended up with we should preserve the holidays. So it's something like that. It's definitely not one of the best presentation you can do, but I think if you do something like that, If you don't get a 6, you should get a 5 at minimum. So again, this is the importance of having an organized presentation. You don't have to have a very advanced vocabulary. Of course, if you can incorporate some idioms, more advanced expressions, it's going to be a bonus. But if you want to secure maybe a 5, I think having some basic vocabulary, knowing your topic, having a good structure should be enough. And then you need to also practice a lot. Make sure you can deliver that. All right, so this is today's second part. My response towards some of the sample answers on the College Board website. And I also give you guys some of my takes how to have a relatively organized response with limited vocabulary. I hope this is helpful. If you have any other questions, please leave a comment below and let me know.